you have children, you're going through divorce, it can be one of the most difficult things, especially if the divorce is not really amicable, it's high conflict, you're blindsided by the whole process. How do you talk to your children about it? Especially if you're harboring a lot of pain, a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of resentment towards the partner who walked away because maybe they cheated, maybe they just left or whatever. And a lot of times because he cheated, many a times. That's why a majority of divorces are initiated by women, because many a time men don't leave, but they cheat, and then they start to detach, distance, cause a lot of drama in the relationship. There's no cohesion. So one of the ways is having family therapy, individual therapy for the children so they can have support, reassuring the children to know that the divorce is never their problem, that they never caused the problem. For example, a child might say something like, oh, maybe if I didn't spill that milk, maybe if I just listened, if I wasn't stubborn with mom or dad, maybe mom and dad wouldn't fight and the divorce will happen. They can blame themselves because children don't reason like grown-ups. So it's good, especially with the woman, to be in a place of centeredness and talk to the children about the fact that it's not their fault at all. That even though mom and dad are divorcing, it's not their fault, and that they're still loved by both parents. It's important that both parents have that discussion with the children, but a lot of times it might maybe be just one parent that end up having. A lot of times the mother, that you might have to do this as part of healing, as well as part of soothing your children, and of course age appropriately. So it can be easy to go to different tangents, and giving yourself a lot of grace about the desire, or if you sleep up and maybe you bash the person who maybe walked away to the children, it's always a good idea to do the repair and come back and say, hey, mommy was upset or daddy was upset and they said so and so about that, but it's because they're going through this type of emotions. So children can also know you're also experiencing big emotions while you're going through the process. It's okay to give yourself that grace. Pretending like everything is okay, like what kind of ideas or blueprint, so to speak, are you laying for the children as they grow? But of course, you have to gauge it at age appropriately. So on how much you disclose to the children, but they have to have some type of a talk regarding the way forward, especially if they're going to be going back and forth, different homes, different states, even sometimes that happens, how it's going to look like. But lots of ongoing talks, lots of ongoing hugs, lots and lots of maybe even ongoing crying. But eventually, as healing starts and healing happens, there will be less crying, there will be more joy, there will be a new normal. Like we say in the pandemic, children are the core, very resilient. If they have one consistent parent in their lives, they're usually able to slowly bounce back. But don't forget the power of therapy, family therapy, and counseling at school. Utilize all the resources at school. Don't be shy about opening up to school to let them know that you're going through a separation, you're going through a divorce. So if a child or the child is showing up a certain way, can't focus, can't concentrate, because going through a divorce is traumatic. And if you're going through a divorce and it's tumultuous, the children see it. Don't pretend like they don't see it. So really rallying that around them will make the children build more resilience, because sometimes through some of these experiences you can actually build strength and courage and resilience and have a positive outlook in life, and know that you can go through tough times but you're able to bounce back from it and adjust to new. It's all about adjustment. You're bendable, you're malleable, you're moldable, and children are so impressionable. based on their age or where they are, that these things can happen, but you have to be able to provide that to them. That's why they are children. So a lot of times I will encourage moms a lot of time to really be attentive and be able to start to having those discussions, those open talks with their children, and not shy away from pretending like children don't know what's going on. But they will know too, especially if they have to go back and forth to different homes, and maybe dad moves away or the mom has to move away, whatever the situation ends up happening. But it's possible to talk to children about divorce. It's important to talk to children about divorce and the process and what to expect, and continuing to have those ongoing talks. All right, bye.